Got a call from a friend of mine out west the other day, and he said it was a little jarring, very jarring actually. He's got a 16-year-old son, and I don't want to give you guys all the details, but I'll give you the base ones, and then I'll ask you the question also. He has a 16-year-old son who has a great social life. He's hanging out, dudes all the time, girls all the time, great social life, great kid. So, his kid doesn't have a driver's license. So his kid is 16, got driven home by another 16-year-old friend a couple of days ago. And mom and dad were already sleeping while he was out. So in the morning, my friend wakes up and immediately checks the security cameras and also checks the security, make sure the kid got home all right. And he did. So he checks the security cameras to see what time he got home. And the ring is pointed in the direction of exactly where his friend's car was parked when he let his son off. And he noticed that his 16-year-old son and his 16-year-old son's male friend were kissing in the car before getting in the house. Now, his dad had no idea this was part of his son's, life, really.
He didn't realize that this is how his son identified?
Yes, or if this is a phase, or had no clue, zero, came out of nowhere for him. So, I mean, he's not like so conservative where he's like, absolutely not, not like that. He's a pretty open-minded dude, but he's not exactly sure how to handle it. Does he go to his son and say, hey, this is what I saw? Or does he hold it to himself and wait for his son to get comfortable enough to talk to him about it? Which way does he go? I couldn't really give him any direction at all. I was just trying to think that if it was my son, what would I do? And I don't know. Once I got past the sort of jarring seems extreme, but it's just something that you wouldn't expect. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I would, I don't know. I think I probably would wait for him to come to me. So if you have any experience in this area, 1-855-BERT-SHOW, and the timing seems right. It's Pride Month, right?
Yep. Just coming from a parent standpoint, putting myself in his shoes, like if I checked the ring to see when my son Jimmy got home, and then saw that, well, I've seen it. So now I know, and I have this information, and I don't want to withhold that from my child. So what I would do is I would go to my son and be like, hey, so I just wanted to make sure that you got home safe last night, and I checked the Ring app out and I saw you and Evan in the car. And then I'd kind of leave it at that and be like, is there anything you want to discuss or talk about? And if he doesn't, then I'm going to respect that. And then if he does, and reassure him that, hey, I'm a safe space for you, and, I love you and I'm here for you. And I just want you to know if there's anything you ever want to share with me or talk to me about, I'm here.
Rebecca's in studio, our producer Rebecca, who's one of them gay folks. So what are you doing? What would you advise?
Personally, I say that you kind of take this, a piece of little gay gossip, put it in your back pocket. You wait for them to come to you.
You do.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, you can't really go wrong as a parent, but I think it's important to let your child come to you when they're comfortable. And it's really funny because this is happening to me right now. My grandmother...
You found your grandmother on the Ring? Isn't it another grandmother? Busy?
Macking. Nana's macking outside. No, my grandmother is a fan, and she's been watching Facebook videos on the Bert Show Facebook page, and she started to sort of pester my mother and ask her some questions and hint that she thinks that I might be in the LGBT community. And personally, Nana, if you're listening, I'm just an ally, I swear.
Very, very strong in her support.
I'm really enthusiastic.
Just, rainbow is my favorite. So
Yeah, exactly. So to me, that just enforces, I think it's important to wait until your child or your grandchild is ready to come to you and communicate that. But I think, like what you said, Kristen, I think if in an organic way, you can say, you can always come to me. We can talk about everything. I will always love you unconditionally. I think opening up that space is also very important.
Here is Kayla. You've got some advice here. Hey, Kayla, welcome to the Bert Show.
Hi, yeah, I think I'm semi-pigging off what the previous caller said, but I'm queer and my spouse is queer too, but we didn't come out till adults. And my spouse isn't still out to their parents because they have that, unsure of safe space. I think my recommendation would be to kind of like let the son know, like, he is supportive of the LGBT community, especially, it's Pride Month, and just letting him know it's a safe space. I think as a teen, hearing your parents just say, yeah, you can talk to me about anything is one thing, versus seeing them put it into action or so that they are open-minded to that. It's not going to be like something that's going to derail the relationship or make someone feel psychologically unsafe, I think is the biggest thing. And then honestly, if the father keeps bringing it up, I think the son will eventually come to it. He's like sooner rather than later.
The son, Dad all of a sudden starts taking him to musicals every Friday night.
Hangs a pride flag out front.
Yeah.
The Bert Show.